Hi guys.
Hello.
Welcome back to another Tangled Up in Our Week, but we're just doing like a like a special, like just like a trip
Holiday recap.
Yeah, like
debrief.
Like a debrief. So literally we got back on Monday morning, so it's now Friday, so it's been like 5 days since we got back. So we flew with Aer Lingus. We've never flown with Aer Lingus before. Brilliant. Honestly, so good. I think
we did fly with Aer Lingus too.
To New York.
To New York.
Yes,
but
we
not
did.
To Florida.
No, we've never flown to Orlando with Aer Lingus before, and it was fantastic. And I think, actually, I've looked at flights since for like future trips, and they only fly direct from Manchester during the summer months. They don't. You have to go either via JFK or Dublin, going out. So you do have one change. So obviously it was great that we kind of got to go and we didn't have to do any changes. It just makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
But we only paid just over £700 for the flights for the both of us. And one of the reasons we really liked it was because the seats in economy, the seat configurations is 242. So it meant we didn't have like a person on the end, which is it's not an issue, but obviously it does like add sometimes to the discomfort, because obviously you've got to think, oh, I need to disturb somebody if I want to go to the bathroom or.
Yeah.
So
because it was a long haul flight, that's like a major thing.
Yeah.
Like if it was on like a 2 or 3 hour flight,
you're not bothered.
Wouldn't mind.
No, but it really made it so much easier. The staff were amazing. The check-in process, oh my gosh, it was so easy. Like when we booked the flights, I went in and inputted all the API details anyway, like straight away, so it was already in there. But checking in was so easy. Like literally we did it on the app. Like you got like updates and things on the app as well, like if anything had changed. Nothing did change, but there was like a tab at the top where things like flights on different days have changed and things, and it was just so easy. Like the whole process was super duper easy. The flight was amazing. The seats were, it was a little bit, economy's always tight. Like there was like legroom wise not great. I get like really bad like fidgety legs, and so for that it wasn't brilliant, but it was just like a normal economy flight, I would say. The seats were comfy, the seat belts were fine, like everything was great. The food was great. The only thing I didn't like about the food, and I mean the food will probably change all the time anyway, I wasn't sure about the pasty thing that we got on the way out. You didn't have it. So,
my food wasn't the best, if I'm honest.
No.
It was better coming back than it was going, but going out, I asked for like a vegetarian meal, but they gave me a vegan meal, which it wasn't very nice. Oh, and I was just jealous of like your dessert, because I could have eaten your dessert, but instead I just got like some fruit or something. Did
you not get a lemon mousse?
No.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, because that has dairy in it, because mine was
a lemon mousse.
Yeah,
okay.
like I got like some strawberries and some melon, I think it was.
Okay, but that's what always happens with me, you see, with allergies. And when people are stuck for allergies, you end up just getting fruit. That's just kind of the way that it goes. But it wasn't bad. I wouldn't say it was bad. No. But it, you know, like I felt like my mains were good. The pasty, it was a chicken tikka pasty, which we had kind of as we were like coming into land almost, with like a hot drink. That wasn't great. You got chips and I was well jealous.
I just got like a portion of like essentially like microchips, like in a little box.
Yeah, they were well nice though. They were a bit crispy on the outside. They were well nice. So I would have like, I was like, oh, I wish I'd had those. But yeah, like I mean, plain food is plain food at the end of the day. You know, you kind of get what you get what you get. But that would be the only thing, I guess. But the cabin crew were amazing, so attentive, really friendly, really helpful, like just brilliant. Like the whole process was just wonderful. And like I guess the question would be, would we fly with them again? And I would. Like absolutely. So yeah, really great. Even the flight back was great. It was an overnight flight on the way back is always uncomfortable, even if you recline your seat, unless you're in business, I think you're always gonna be uncomfortable. And it's always so frustrating though, because like I look around and I'm like, everyone looks like they're sleeping, like, and I'm like this, like wide awake, like, and I couldn't get comfortable. But that's just the way that it goes.
You can't really touch the floor though, can you?
No, not really.
And that's like a major thing, because you can't really rest your legs. No. You can't stretch your legs out and rest them on the floor like everyone else can. Yeah, it makes a big difference. Yeah, and actually, and sometimes I like slump down in my seat and put my feet on the floor, and then I was a little bit more comfortable. But it's just not. You're just never going to be comfortable on an overnight flight unless you're in business class. We stayed at All Star Music. Now, this was our first time in a value resort, and I was. Oh, it's making me cry. Like,
I loved the resort. Like, I think I'd rather stay there than a moderate.
Well, for what we use it for, it's probably worth it.
I think so.
We don't really use the hotel amenities anyway, so we will let's just use it for the room. And the only reason why you would stay at Disney is for like the benefits of like the transport and stuff. So.
And you get that at the value. I think the only thing we said, because obviously we rode like you'll see in the vlogs, but we rode the Skyliner for the very first time on this trip. That's brilliant. Like the Skyliner is amazing. And I think we'd like to stay on a Skyliner resort just for the ease of having the Skyliner. But I fell in love with All Star Music. Like I felt like the food court was great. Again, the staff were friendly, the shop was good, the resort's not huge, so you're not like trekking for miles to get to your room. I thought the pool areas were brilliant. I thought it was really well themed, it was clean, like the housekeeping was excellent. Like I just felt like the whole thing was brilliant. And now I feel like, now I'm like, do I really want to spend that extra money on going and staying in a moderate? Because you get, and do you know what I was really worried about? I was worried about the buses being super busy at the end of the night. They were no busier than any other like resort we've stayed at. No, because what we'd seen on other vlogs, they must have changed it, but what we saw was that there's one bus that goes through all three of the All-Stars, so it would pick up at sports and then music and then movies, all the way around. Yeah, if you're not familiar with the Disney resorts, All-Star Music, sports and movies are all kind of in the same area. They're just like next to each other basically. But yeah, so we were worried about that, but no, there was only once where they said, oh, you may as well come and get on this bus and we'll drop you off, kind of thing. But there was absolutely no issues with transport whatsoever. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I would love to go and stay in all the resorts, and I'm hoping at some point in our lives we will stay at them all of them, but I really loved music. I really felt like it was a really lovely stay. And if you're looking for a resort that's just going to give you the Disney magic and feel like you're in it, that's great. Like that is yeah, perfect. I think if you're going to go for a longer stay, maybe the moderate is a good choice. Yeah, because then you probably have more time to enjoy the resort. But we didn't. No, and it was absolutely perfect. So yeah, I would. Would you want to stay in a different one? Would you want to try them all, or? Yeah. You went for a walk actually, didn't you? Yeah, I went and had a quick look around them all, and they're all pretty much a carbon copy of each other. I think movies is a slightly different layout, and it's a little bit bigger. But sports is pretty much a carbon copy of music, obviously with different themes and stuff. But even like the reception area and where it goes up to like the food court and everything's all like exactly the same. Okay. You would think it's the same building if it was decorated the same. So. Yeah, and all the rooms are the same. Like you've just got different decor on the outside. One thing we did love actually about the music was the Broadway section. We were so hoping we were going to stay in there because we love musical theatre. But we did walk over there and have some pictures, so that was really fun. But yeah, so yeah, overall, like, yeah, I would give it like 10 out of 10. Like I absolutely loved the resort. Our resort mugs. Oh yeah, we did. When we were there. And we're using them because we want to feel like we're still there. Yeah. So these are $21.99. Yeah. Because there's no dining plan at the minute. But they are bringing that back. Yeah. So. But they were totally worth it, and we definitely got our money's worth. Yeah, we did. We used them like twice a day, like minimum. So we definitely got our money's worth out of them. Something that we've never done before actually is we've never used them in the morning and then taken them with us to the park. I know you can't use them in the park, but when you get off the bus and you're absolutely like gasping for a drink, it's great to have them in your bag, so you can just go and you literally, the bus drops you off at the main building, so you can go in, fill your drink up and then go back to your room, and it was great that actually. I really thought that was a good. Well, actually one thing as well, because we thought that the food court shut at 11. Yeah. There was one day actually, it was when we went to the Halloween party. Yeah. We came back and it's like 1 o'clock and the food court was closed, but the drinks fountain. The fountains were still open, so you could still go and fill up your drink if you wanted to. Which is good to know, because we weren't sure whether you were allowed to or not. We didn't know if it was just because the Halloween party had been on, or maybe it's a normal thing, but it's probably worth checking out and not rushing back if you don't need to, just to get drunk. Because there were times when we're like, oh my gosh, I hope the bus comes quick because I really want to get like a drink from the food court by 11 o'clock. Like we were a bit like that, weren't we? Yeah, there are vending machines around. There are. You're not like left without if it's not. No. If it's closed. On the whole, like I feel like we packed so much into the trip. Yeah, like all of our friends, when we've come back and we've posted like pictures and stuff, they've said that, wow, you did so much in the time that you were there. I can't believe you've managed to squeeze all that in. I can't believe we managed to squeeze it all in actually. No.
Well, because we planned it, that's why. So
and we knew what we wanted to do, and it was like a trip of first things, wasn't it? So like we wanted to do Cosmic Rewind.
Watch the vlog.
Maybe not next time. It was all things we wanted to do that we'd never done before. We wanted to ride the Skyliner, we wanted to do Mickey's Runaway Railway, and there was all things that we just wanted to make sure we did before we did any of the stuff that we love to, like the other stuff that we love to do. What was your favourite attraction that we did that we've never done before?
I'll probably say, even though it was touch and go whether we were going to go on it in the first place, I would probably say Tron.
Okay, yeah, it was good.
I mean, yeah, it only lasts like a minute, but I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I went on it and didn't chicken out. I mean, Cosmic Rewind was amazing as well, but I don't know. I mean, I probably would go on it again, but I think it's one of those where it made you feel sick.
It did not. You'll see in the vlog when the vlogs come out, but it made me very poorly. Like I did not feel well. It took me a couple of hours to kind of like reset, but I really tried hard, guys, honestly. Like I tried to focus in front of me the whole time. I didn't look at anything that was going on at the sides of me. And we were at the front, so I could do that. And I really, and it might have been better had we been further back actually, because maybe I could have focused on the car in front then maybe, but it really messed me up, like really messed me up. But I mean, you'll see in the vlog, it's quite funny really, but yeah, it was good though for the 40 seconds that I enjoyed it for. I love Tron though, I did really love Tron. We also did Mickey Minnie's Railway, which again, like, so I was devastated when they got rid of Great Movie Ride, because for me, like, it was just such a, like, there are when you, like, obviously you guys, some of you guys like who have been as a child, like, will know that there are attractions that you feel very nostalgic about, and the Great Movie Ride was one of those for me. So I was quite sad when they said they were getting rid of it. So I was kind of like unsure what they were going to do with and I've seen ride-throughs of it since they opened it, but I was pleasantly surprised. Like, I actually really enjoyed myself. My ears nearly blew off, so just be careful of that.
I didn't realise how windy it was going to be in there, like, because you obviously don't get that from watching vlogs and stuff. But yeah, it was super windy.
I smiled the whole way through. Like, it was so much fun and like really clever, and it was brilliant. Like, I'm really glad that we did it. And yes, do I miss the Great Movie Ride? Yes, I do. But I think the parks always need to be kind of like moving forward and doing new stuff. And I think it's great that Mickey and Minnie have got their own attraction now. And I loved it. I can't wait to do it again next time we go.
Ride wise, that was
it, wasn't it?
Shit. I mean, we did Rise and Smuggler's Run again. Yeah. Because we did those first time in California. Rise, but
we've never done them in Walt Disney World.
So Rise for me this time was better. If you watch the California vlogs, you would see that when I came off Rise, I was like, absolutely never doing that again. Because there's a drop in it. Yeah,
it's not that bad though.
No, I think because I knew there was a drop at that point, but I didn't realise how much or what that drop was like, because you can't really tell from watching a video. No. And I think I enjoyed it the second time because I knew what to expect from the drop. And so I like prepared myself for it. But
you, like,
the first time I was just like, I don't know what's going on. Like, why is it dropping for so long? But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot more this time. And I would go on it again.
Yeah. They did not say that Kylo Ren wasn't where, well, I don't know, he wasn't there when we
he was out that day.
He was out. He's gone out in his so that was a little bit disappointing, but it happens. It's like Fantasmic. Sometimes you get the dragon, sometimes you don't. It really doesn't make any difference to the ride. Like, it was still brilliant. So yeah, so it was nice to kind of like do the new stuff and focus on the new stuff. We tried like lots of new snacks and did all that kind of stuff as well, which was great. Mickey's Not So Scary. Oh, honestly, I'm gonna get sad. It was it was so good. Like, and for me, that was the thing that I was so desperate to do. Like, we had it booked before COVID and it never happened, and and I think I kind of like, I was so hoping it was going to be as good as what I wanted it to be, and it was like, it was bad. it was just brilliant. It was so good. And I think like the whole experience, like, obviously you've got the parade and the show, and that was the thing that I was so excited for, was the Sanderson Sisters show, and it didn't disappoint at all. Again, we've seen a few clips. I didn't want to watch it like loads because I wanted it to kind of like be special watching it in person, but I thought they were amazing. I thought the show was amazing. The fireworks were amazing. The Jack puppet was brilliant. We loved all the snacks that we tried. Like, we didn't get to do loads. I think that was our thing with the Halloween party, was that I think we thought we were going to get more done than what we did. we managed to get
so quick.
It does go so quick, and we'd not like, we'd had a couple of snacks, and then we were like, oh, it's like 11 o'clock, like we need to like, you know, we need to get a move on here, because we wanted to do all the treat trails, which we did. We wanted to do the shows, we wanted to do the fireworks, and the parade, and they were that was kind of our priority, wasn't it? For me, the Halloween party was the absolute highlight for me. The whole trip was incredible, and I don't think I was telling the guys at work today, like, I was really sad yesterday. Like, I was really missing it, like really missing being there. And while 7 days is great, I think you do need a little bit longer just to kind of like take it in, because I don't think I realised until I got back, like, and I did realise how amazing it was, but do you know what I mean? Like, it's when you come away from it that you kind of go, oh, like, everything was so good, the feeling, even just walking back to the hotel room at the end of the night, like those memories and stuff, and us chatting and laughing, it was just such an amazing trip, wasn't it? And because it was a last minute, like, not super duper planned, it felt very relaxed, actually.
Yeah, I think what was good that, because we booked it so last minute, we didn't have the massive like countdown that we had, you have to endure before you get there. It was just like, okay, we booked it, oh my gosh, we've got 60 days, we're going soon.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of just doing like not on a whim, but just like kind of spur of the moment, rather than, you know what I mean? I think it kind of felt different.
It did feel different. I also think I was much more laid back than I normally am. Yeah. I think because we didn't have like hundreds of... Right, so here, actually, this is a good thing to talk about. So we didn't have the dining plan this time because it wasn't an option. Obviously, they've not brought it back yet since COVID, but they are bringing it back next year, which is great because we love the dining plan. But we didn't have it, so it's the first time we've actually done it.
Pay?
Second time.
You want to pay for food?
I can't just tap my magic band and then it's all fine. But it was fine, and actually I feel like, well, I'll be totally honest with you guys, I lost weight while I was there, which is completely unheard of. Like, but like, that's unheard of, and I think it was like a combination of being so hot, drinking loads. I didn't have much of an appetite because it was so hot and I was thirsty. When you've got the dining plan, you're like, right, well, we'll go there for breakfast, or we'll do that for lunch, and we'll go to Be Our Guest restaurant, which is amazing. Like, we love Be Our Guest restaurant, but the food wasn't a priority on our trip, so we literally just ate when we felt like it. Which, when I think back to like past trips, we have breakfast at the resort, or we'll grab a pastry and you know, and wait for the bus, or you know, we'll get it and take it back to the room. Then we'll have lunch at a restaurant, and then we'll have a quick service meal for tea and wait for the fireworks, or we'll have an evening meal somewhere. We just didn't do that this time. And obviously, like, I can't say whether it saved us money or not, because
it wouldn't have saved us money.
I don't know, because the dining plan is a great deal.
Yeah, you just don't know, like, when they had the dining plan last time, if it was just included in the price and you just didn't really realise.
Yeah.
But I don't
You've
know.
got to know your stuff to be able to work that out, I guess.
I think with the old dining plan, because you got like your 2 meal, when it was a quick service, when you got your 2 meals and your 2 snacks every day, you felt like you had to have them or else you would lose them.
Yeah.
So you were like proper packing it in, like full meals each, like, which are massive anyway, and then like the big snack, you can get huge snacks as well.
Yeah.
And that's probably why you put weight on, more obviously it is.
Well, yeah, absolutely, and I don't need it. Like, you know, with the food that we had, particularly like at the Epcot days, like, yes, we had a few things at Epcot, but like, we ended the day with Brussels sprouts, like, and your disgusting pickle milkshake.
It was amazing.
But like, I really genuinely felt like, and the dining plan is amazing, like, I'm excited to do a trip again with the dining plan, because it is cool, and it does mean that you don't have to worry about your money. The money that we didn't spend a lot of money, like, we didn't take a lot of spending money. Most of that money went on food, for obviously.
It's more of a gift card, isn't it, rather than an actual.
It does go on a gift card.
So
now.
you'll still be more conscious about what you.
I think it just goes on your magic band, so I think you can still do the tappage and you know, and stuff, but and obviously if you do that deal, then I think you do get a Disney gift card as well.
Okay.
But yeah, so like, I don't know, like, I just feel like I was always really worried about not doing the dining plan, and now I've done it without, I don't think I'd be that bothered. I think you feel when you're doing the dining plan like you've got an amazing deal, which you probably do have an amazing deal, but it's really difficult to know how much you're going to want to eat when you're there, because yeah, I just feel like this time, particularly because of the weather and because of how hot it was, I didn't eat very much at all, really. We did do, actually, one of the new things that we did do was Space 220. Oh, yeah. And that was great. Like, I thought the food there was really good.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, really, really great. So I'd recommend that if you've never done that before. That was really nice. It was about $55 per person. We went for lunch. Yeah. I think it was $79 round about that to have an evening meal there, and I think you get 3 courses when you do the evening.
It's only 2 for dinner though.
Yeah,
and the price doesn't include drinks, so that's on top.
Yeah, so it cost us about $130 with a tip, was it? Was it more than that?
More than that, I'm sure.
Was it 150?
Yeah, it's 110. No, it ended up being like 170.
Oh.
Yeah, because it was like 110 plus the drinks, because we got like mocktails which were like $17 each.
Yeah.
And then with the 20% tip on top, it was knocking like 170.
Yeah,
so.
actually, yeah, that makes sense. But I mean, it was great to kind of do it, and we did have a nice time. And it was like, it was kind of, as we were getting to the end of the trip, and we were kind of slowing down a little bit anyway. So it was really, really nice. Again, like, I like everything with Disney, really well themed. The service was excellent. The food was delicious. Like, it was just really nice. I love the like the immersiveness of like getting into the spaceship and getting into the capsule and you're going up into space. Like, it's just, I mean, you're going into a restaurant, for goodness sake, like it, but it's just so cool. So yeah, so like it was just, yeah, the whole trip was amazing, and I'm so lucky. Like, I feel so lucky and so grateful to have been able to go. Like I said, we weren't supposed to have a trip, so I'm feeling very like happy and content. And you know, we did say that you were looking at deals yesterday, but I was like, we've got to focus on Japan.
I'm just interested in how much it isn't.
Yeah, and that was because I had a look this morning, and that's when I realised that Aer Lingus only fly direct from Manchester in the summer months. But yeah, we are firmly saving now for Japan, so hopefully we can get that booked in the next couple of months when the flights come out. We are doing Disney there too, so it's not like we're going to go a whole year without doing Disney, but which will be amazing. So and then we said we might look at going back 2025.
Yeah, possibly. The price is okay.
We'll see. There's so many things we want to do, like so many places we want to go to. We're kind of open to that. So we just thought we'd finish the vlog just by showing you. We're not going to do a haul. Not a huge fan, but we'll just we'd show you like the main things that we bought, because we didn't buy loads, because we didn't take much spending money with us. We took about £900, didn't we?
Yeah, but that included like food. And
most of it was food. So, yeah. Oh, this was a first.
For the first time ever, and I always said I would never buy one of these.
Slippery slope.
And I did. Is a popcorn bucket.
Yeah, the 100 one.
So I don't know why I bought it. I think when we were
it was really funny, yeah, because you just came back with it. You went to get
Fantasmic, I was just queuing up and I was like, oh, what shall I get? And then everyone had these popcorn buckets. Obviously, I have FOMO, so I was just like, can I have a popcorn bucket? And then it actually worked. I didn't even realise. I don't know why I didn't even think it, but like whenever you fill it up, it's like super cheap to fill it up, and they properly like fill it up like over the little threshold, yeah. And like to fill it up, it was only like between like $150 and $250 depending on where you buy it from.
Yeah.
I mean, the actual bucket itself, I think, was like
about $12, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
It's not bad.
No.
The more like the popular popcorn buckets are like the balloon ones, and they're like $25. But I think, and it's so nice, and I said to Anne, like, it'll be so nice, because we eat popcorn when we're watching films all the time. I was like, it'll be so nice to like just use the popcorn bucket when we're watching films at night with our mugs. Go on, next thing.
So do you want to show these?
Yeah.
Or do you want to show this?
Yeah, let's show that actually. So, okay. So while we were there, we've got friends who live just down the road now. They've recently moved to just around the corner from Disney World, which is amazing. And we were laughing actually because they were like, oh, we'll come today and see you. And we're like, oh, okay. So we were in Galaxy's Edge, and I said to Rob, they got there before we did, which was crazy because we met them in the tune bar, the
tuning lounge.
We met them in there, which is in Hollywood Studios, and we were in Galaxy's Edge, and they were giving us updates on where they were and stuff, and they got to the bar before we got to the bar, and we were only in Galaxy's Edge. And he thought that was brilliant, yeah. But it's true, like that's how close they live. But yeah, so they said to us as they were leaving, because we didn't get to spend much time with them, literally had like an hour. And it was so nice of them to come over and like say hello, because last trip was the last time we saw them, so over 4 years ago. So Kerry was like, oh, we've got some things for you, we'll just drop them off at your resort. And I was like, what? And they were like, yeah, it's fine, like, don't worry. And I was like, but I've not got you anything, because last time we took them some like typical British, like we took them like we got Kerry a tiara, and we got Robert a Union Jack hat and stuff, so we took them some stuff, but we didn't know we were meeting them this time, so we didn't take them anything. But anyway, so they gave us this bag, which is super cute. So it's a Minnie Mouse bag, but it's got Walt Disney World on the front. And then they also gave us a little countdown trip planner, which they own a travel agency called Creating Magic Vacations. So they gave us this, which is a little countdown timer on, which we'll be using for our Japan trip. And then they also gave us, oh, is that the other half of it? Yeah. So they also gave us this, which we were a little bit worried about getting home, but oh, it's so pretty. A limited edition. It's
going to reflect the light now.
Is it? Yeah. Oh no, there you go. A limited edition print from the Walt Disney World 50th, which is beautiful, and I'm going to get this framed and put somewhere in the house. But that's a really nice touch, because I remember that they were giving these out and I was like, oh, that print is so nice.
I can't remember when they were giving them out. I don't know if it was like on the first day of the celebrations or if it was the actual birthday, I can't remember, but they all give them out on a certain day. Generally, when we were shopping for stuff, we were overall not thrilled, but
well, let's just be honest, there wasn't much that we wanted.
No.
And I think every time we've been, that's got less and less, because I think we're like, well, we don't need that, and we only buy things that we really genuinely want now. We don't just buy things for the sake of it.
Yeah.
That's the popcorn bucket.
So I thought I was going to get through a whole trip without actually buying anything.
Just on that note, I didn't buy any ears while I was there.
No, true.
Which is the first time in ages. These are my handmade by Lynn's ones, my frozen ones. But yeah, go on.
Until I saw this in World of Disney, in Disney Springs.
It was World of Disney, yeah, because I got my jacket from the same place.
On a mannequin. So I do like my Spirit jerseys. It's not a Spirit jersey, but it's made by Spirit jersey, so it's a hoodie. And it just looks plain on the front, but then on the arms it has the text on the arms, and then on the back. It has like the
Disney logo.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
And because it's a zip up as well, I thought this is really useful, because I can actually wear this like in the UK properly, like out and about.
Yeah.
So I feel like with the Spirit jersey, they're not really, I don't know, I feel like I can't really wear them in the UK.
Why?
I don't know.
Because they're not like fashionable. They're not what people wear.
It's just, I think because I don't know. I think it's because of the style of it and stuff, and I always just associate it with like wearing them in the park.
Yeah.
And stuff, and then I don't know. I feel like this is like the bridge between the two.
I think it's a great idea. I kind of hope they bring some more out. So. Shall I be honest? I wish I got one.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, you should have said.
Because,
$70.
Yeah, it was $70. And like so I was thinking, oh, I don't know, like it's fine. I've got loads of hoodies and stuff. But then when we were at the airport, I saw there was a girl on our plane and she had one on, and I was like, oh, like I do, and it looked really nice, and I thought, oh, I mean, I can wear yours, that's fine. But I got something different.
You did.
So, if you've been watching for ages, you'll know that I've wanted like one of the rain Macs from Disney. Like, so basically years ago they did a rain Mac. It's just like a clear rain Mac, like a button-up one, but it had the Disney snacks on it, and it was like all little Disney snacks. Then they brought another one out that had like bigger snacks on, but the one I really wanted was the one with the little tiny snacks on. Anyway, I didn't get it because I just didn't, because I was foolish. And then I think it was like on the run up to Christmas, I was like, oh, I'll have a look online, and I looked on the American website and they had it, but it was $50 for the jacket and then $50 shipping. And I was like, I can't justify spending that much money on shipping. I just can't. So then I've gone for ages, like, and just wanted this rain Mac. So it isn't the snack one, but I did get the latest like Mickey Mouse one with the Mickey faces on it. So yeah, I really love it. I can't remember how much this was actually. Was it?
I'd say 50.
54 it was, yeah. So it's got little pockets in it, and it's just like buttons at buttons up the front. But I'm really happy that I've finally got one. And let's be honest, I will get as much, I mean, I'll get more use out of it here in the UK, particularly being in Manchester. I wear it all the time, and I thought it'd be good for like walking the dog and stuff. And so I'm really happy that I got one. So yeah.
Great. We bought that in the same day as the box.
Yeah.
In the same time.
We did, and honestly, that's why I didn't say I really liked that, because I thought I can't get both.
Oh.
So yeah. Now I've got. Oh, I really love that. No, I'm joking. But yeah, so I love that. I'm really happy with that. Next thing that we bought was, again, like, we're terrible really, because we were always like, we're never going to buy any of these things, and then and then here we are. So when we went to California, I got an alien sipper. Yeah,
one of the Toy Story aliens.
So we got the Donald one, the Halloween Donald one, as a candy corn. So this was, yeah, I'm really glad that we got this. Like, I'm not sure about I like them to bring home and have them for drinking at home. I don't know that I'd want to carry it around the park all day.
Yeah, we just see people with them around the neck, and we're just like, if you fill it, when you fill it up, it's going to be
really heavy.
How do you drink out of it, actually? Is it just that?
Does it not?
Because the alien one has a straw. Oh, the straw sticks out there.
The straw's there, yeah.
Okay.
So, straw's there. So yeah, so we were really pleased with that, and obviously we love Donald. So and also we're not going to show you, but we did actually buy some candy corn. So we've never tried candy corn, but we wanted to get some, so we brought a bag of that home to have over Halloween because we wanted to try it. So yeah, so here's Donald as a candy corn, so we'll enjoy using that.
Again, if you've been watching our vlog so well, you know that every time we do like a new experience, we always buy the pin badge for it, for our collection. And because we did quite a lot of new things this time, we did end up with quite a few pin badges.
Yeah.
So we'll just quickly run through these if they go in focus. So, so the first one is, we always get a resort badge, no matter what resort we stay at. And what was interesting actually is that they were locked away at the resorts, the badges. So I'm guessing there was people after the 5-finger discount.
What does that mean?
Basically stealing them at the resort, so you had to request them at the resorts if you wanted to buy one. So that was, oh no, I can't tell you how much they were, because they do that thing where it just shows the colour. I don't have to know how much it was. I want to say like, I think it was $12.95. Might have made that up, I don't know. We were at Epcot during the Food and Wine Festival, and we did want a bit of merchandise for it, but we weren't keen on the t-shirts and things, so we thought, oh, is there going to be a badge? And we couldn't find one anywhere until we went into one little kiosk, and there it was. It was on the desk. So that was our little memento for the Food and Wine Festival.
Absolutely love Food and Wine Festival.
Yeah, it was great.
I would definitely go back during the Food and Wine Festival. I think so far that's my favourite. I would quite like to go back and do Festival of the Arts. One time, but it was brilliant. The food choices on offer were really good.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't the best if you don't eat meat.
Yeah.
I mean, there were options, but obviously not as much as you do. But what there were was
it was good, yeah.
So next is the three new rides that we did. So this is the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. It took us a while to find it because there isn't actually a shop near the ride that sells merchandise, so we had to just go to one on Hollywood Boulevard, is it?
Yeah.
And it was in there. So that's that one. Tron. There is a Tron store as you come out of the ride, so that's our little Tron memento. Oh, this one actually does have a price. This one was $14.99. And then finally, Guardians. We actually got 2 badges for this one because it was so Halloween that
we deserved it.
We deserved it.
We deserve one each.
This is the actual ride one, and again there's no price on it, so I can't tell you how much it was. But then they also do these. Is that in focus?
Yeah.
They do these honorary Guardian badges as well, so I quite like this one. So I grabbed this one as well. So yeah, that was pretty much it. That's all we bought really.
Yeah. Like I say, I feel like nowadays we're not that forced. Like there might be a jumper or a jacket or something that we like, but we don't go massively overboard with stuff, because I think for us it's more about the experience than about bringing like gifts home and things like that.
Yeah.
We just want
bands from the not so scary Halloween party.
I managed to get mine off without having to cut mine.
I stupidly made it tighter, thinking that because it's not.
You thought you could move it.
I thought that I could just pull that out, but I couldn't, so I had to cut mine off.
Oh. We like to keep stuff like that as well.
Yeah, and then our little passport from the Food and Wine Festival.
Oh, it was so good. I wish I could. I wish I could go back. It was great. It was.
So we just need to do the Festival of the Arts now, and then we've done all the festivals.
Yeah.
So normally they're during Flower and Garden, which we really love.
We do love Flower. Actually, yeah, I know. I don't know what's my favourite so far. I like them both. They're both good for different things.
Yeah,
like,
true. And Flower and Garden, it like looks great.
It does.
But Food
and they do Violet Lemonade, which is great.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely need to do Festival of the Arts. That would be really, really nice. And obviously Epcot's your favourite park as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, so like on the whole, in fact not even on the whole, it was just the best, like the best trip. I don't think I'd be worried about doing 7 days in future. I think my only thing would be knowing that it was going to be like intense, like because we only did 1 day in every park, like fully. And then we did a couple of half days, then we had half day by the pool, and before you know it, it's kind of gone.
The vlogs for this will be out on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
We are still going to do our Tangled Up in our week.
Just not this week.
Just not this week. In the usual Saturday slot. So we're going to be doing 2 a week, a Disney and a weekly, until that's all done. And then we're still going to do 2 after that, but then it might be like our little mini vlogs.
Yeah.
Although saying that, we do have a couple of cabin stays coming up and a trip to London
this
year. So those will also slot in
somewhere
once Disney finishes, and it'll just carry on into something else.
Yeah.
But we're hoping to carry on with two a week for at least till the end of the year.
Yeah, we'll just see how it's going and stuff, if you guys are sick of us by then. Oh, but thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everybody who messaged us and like commented on any of our photographs and just said hello while we were out there. It was so nice. Like it was so nice to kind of like just to read everybody's comments and just I don't know, it was just really lovely. So thank you so much for that. Let us know in the comments whether you guys have got any trips coming up. Like, what's your favourite thing? What did you think of Cosmic Rewind? Come on, be honest. But yeah, like let us know like what your favourite things to do. Like, is there anything we could do next time? Like next time we go, like what would you recommend to do? How do you plan your trip? So do you have like days where you do like a day in the parks and then a day at the resort? Like just fill our comment boxes with all your ideas and suggestions and exciting trip things and everything. We just love to hear from you guys. So thank you so much for watching as always, and we'll see you on next Wednesday.
Yeah.
So bye guys.
Bye.